Hello, welcome back to some Once Upon a Galaxy Tournament gameplay. Last run ended on our third game, but hopefully we do better this time. So, in this first game, we only need to get fifth. Little Genie is definitely not good at winning, but almost certainly pretty good at getting at least fifth. Been a while since I played her as well. But just like the early stat boosts should get us past that fifth place mark. Plunder Penny, Fates and Chaos for some extra spells, so just got a bunch of spell stuff. Don't know about Mysterio. Although, actually, if we're casting spells early to buff, that could give us some transforms. Do I have Tinkerer? I do, yeah. I've got it, yeah. I'm just gonna remove some of the stuff for like just the generically good stuff. Tinkerer, Pisces. Don't necessarily need these, rather play Witch. Do I have like a Miseria or anything? No, it doesn't look like it. Just put Nightshade in. And I'm not thinking too hard on this, because just need to get fifth to move on. Just play some pretty generically good stuff with a little bit leaning into the captain. Take Slappy. And we've got our signed Laser Shark here from our performance last round. That's cool. Okay, take a Plunder Penny. Take the Fates. This person is playing for much higher than just... Okay. I want to put something on board here, and then probably cast a spell, just to... Yeah. Silver Fates is great. Latte. And Tavern. Take this Katamari here. No, we're just gonna leave that there. But that should get us ahead of this early curve and do some big damage to people here. As long as one person gets knocked out, we're good. Don't really want any of these, so just cast a Twinkle Twinkle, get a buff from our ability. Take the silver here, I guess. Then, yeah, like normally I would just like put silvers in the shop here, but we're gonna go on with a little genie buff here. Another full heart damage. Lost in the Woods is always good. Ember's small enough we can start working on slot buffs, and we have a Hamstar. Just leave this here, and I could silver, like cast spell, get a 5/5 on something, but I don't think we need that. I'll buff Penny again. Okay, Okay, yeah, this should be another full heart damage to this person. Okay, complete our slot buffs. Take treasure here. Slappy here. This could hit the Hamstar slot or whatever. And I'll just keep going with the penny. Okay, this first person is actually like somewhat large, but still beat them. Pisces. And Papa Bear's just an upgrade to Mama Bear here, right? So, do that. Buffer back slot here in case we find a Boon Willow. Okay, we're in the top. We've achieved our goal of hitting top 5. So. I'm going to take Mockingbird. I'll take this. I'm going to take this Boon Willow. I'm not going to put it here quite yet. I want to. Oh yeah, I put the Hamstar was in the right place. Phew, okay. I'm just going to keep Papa Bear buffing this slot here because I eventually will move the Boon Willow over here, but don't think that's necessary yet. So we'll just get a couple extra stats with the Hamstar and Papa Bear. Knocked out another person. Okay. Now I think it's time to just take Boon Willow here, cut the penny. Do I need to cut the penny? Could just cut the Hamstar. Yeah, for the mousetrap. Don't have a mate. Oh wait, mage. Tinkerer doesn't really do anything because we don't have any treasures. I'll silver it for later. Actually, I'll buff it. I'll take the Nightshade buff. Okay. Knocked out their big thing with the mousetrap, and mousetrap survived. Nice. Okay. Okay, this Fire of Ares is pretty big on the Boon Willow slot. That. I think I'll take this Mirror Mage over the Papa Bear. We've got time to get that going, and it's a couple extra stats from Little Genie. We're definitely like at past falling off, so I don't expect to do much better than where we're at right now, but that's fine because we got past the cutoff. So I'll take this Fire attack with the Mirror Mage, and then Fires of Ares on the Mirror Mage, trigger our extra shot with the Tuck. Take this Hydra. Might put it in slot 2, honestly. So that it gets the Boon Willow buff and the slot buff here. And that that scales up pretty fast. I'm going to cut the Tuck. Kind of did the one thing that was fine. Yeah. Well, wasn't expecting the Hydra to do anything this turn. This turn was just to get it some stats so that it could go here next turn. And actually have some power. Mousetrap. It's all hands on. No. I want something to this Mirror Mage, but. Well, that's nothing. We'll just throw away the Mirror Mage there now. Okay, tie, so we're still in, technically. We're going to die this round, though, almost certainly. It's too late for Genie. I can stroke something. Take a treasure. And we're just going to die here, I'm almost certain, so. But if we don't, then I think this reinforced hull is the thing, because we've got a Boon Willow thing going. Yeah, we're dead. That's fine. Wait, we were only taking a half heart here because of the Medusa? And the Stroke of Midnight? Wow. Okay. Could take a rare treasure here, or presence a guy with the hole on the Boon Willow. Like again, is our Snapping Hydra actually going to get big enough to do stuff? It's big enough to beat this fight. No, we still lose, but again, that's fine. Play round 2, so we need top 4. Sweet Tooth, probably. Because if Lightning Thief is one where, like, if you need to win, you go for it, but its fail state can just be disastrous, and then you do really bad. Sweet Tooth, I think, is the most consistent one here. You just need to take strong things in the early game in order to get to the point where you're casting all your candy stuff. And that's just generic. Take good stuff early. I think I want to take the monkey. Just make sure like we don't die to a Pix or something. And we'll take our own Pix. Okay. Win the first fight. And I'm going to take the stepmother and see if we can, since we took a flying monkey. I think I'm going to take the puck here over the goal because I don't want to just like be down a character. That seems, although it's being down a character all that much worse from just like putting a puck on, just the puck on the board with supporting like one thing. Don't know that it is. Maybe the monkey is the pick. Get a treasure here. Hopefully we don't regret this. We'll take the treasure find so this stepmother can be a uncommon treasure. Okay. We lost. I'm not terribly surprised with the pick, what we did there, but Navi is excellent. Then I'm going to go ahead and complete this quest here. None of these are really much. This gives us a couple stats now. I think I prefer that over just the comb. So take that. And our board's not great, looking great here, but still early enough that we're okay. So now I need to decide when I'm going to start casting candy stuff. If I want to get it just like a little bit of a head start before doing it for free on turn 6. I'm going to take this Katamari actually because it scales with candy. Reroll here. Silver Katamari. Then Pick's still doing enough, or do I just want to replace it with the Gentle Giant versus the Navi? Actually, no, I'll take the Minotaur rather than the Gentle Giant. So the prize pig is making it bigger. Picks or the Navi go. I think the picks goes. I think the attack at this point in the game is more important. Yeah. Okay. And I'm going to take this Cherry Topples. Cinnamon Roll. Awesome. I'm going to move this Katamari here so that there's scaling with our the candy stuff. We don't have any slot buffs, right? Yeah, so the ship shape's not happening. We'll take the Shoemaker Elves. Like, I could be casting spells with this Rage Mage, but that just seems like you can't complete a ship shape from scratch with a Rage Mage. Sugar Plum Fairy is gonna, with our free sweetening starting next turn, hopefully get us some stuff. Okay, knocked out that Pix. Excellent. And in there, Sugar and Spice. Okay, Gold Katamari. Do I cast Pick a Pepper? Or on the Sugar Plum looking for more candy? I think I prefer the treasure. Okay, so Pixie Dust is another buff to the Katamari, basically. Cinnamon Roll, free sweetness, it's great. Cool Whip. Cool Whip over the Rage Mage. That was unfortunate. We're taking full heart damage here? Yeah, that sucks. But we've got our candy, Cool Whip, free candy stuff online, so that should hopefully scale pretty quick. I'm going to keep buffing this Katamari up. Mousetrap over the Flying Monkey. And Pixie Dust is making the sparkles pretty dang good. Other option is Jasmine Dragon here. And then but the Fae buffs are shot with the Sugar Plum Fairy. I'm going to take that over the Minotaur at this point. Definitely need to start finding some payoffs. But we're still good for now. Concentrate is a bunch of sweetness. But that was disastrous. In my head, I still had the Rage Mage down here. So it was just replacing it. I don't know why I did that. Oh, crap. That was really, really bad. It was like the worst thing we could have replaced, too. I mean, the Fairy Godmother's better than the Rage Mage, but the Rage Mage shouldn't be there. Okay, I'm going to take this. Sugar Plum's been doing quite a bit. I just need to decide whether I need to take the stats or if I can afford to take this Dippin' Chocolate. Dippin' Chocolate has can have such a bad fail case, though, where just it doesn't do anything. I think I'm going to just replace the Sugar Plum at this point for some stats. Probably should have taken the Robin there, actually, but I'm still a bit flustered over getting rid of the Cool Whip by accident. We get a free dip of chocolate anyway, so that works out. Support with candy is not. I think I'm just going to take Candy Spell here look for something better to do with the candy character. Or not. Like this dip of chocolate does nothing because like they don't stack and give you two. Like if this hunt, like that's some pretty decent scaling. I'm going to take it over the Mama Bear just because the Sparkles is still doing something, even though it's slightly smaller. Like these are doing some stats on units that we would actually want to keep. Whereas the Mama Bear is just giving 2/2 just a couple slots, like 2 slots. If it hit the it needed that to hit the blackjack. This is going to be a full heart. Yeah. How many people are left? Need top 4. I think we're there at this point, but I don't actually remember. Sugar and spice. Well, I guess this fairy godmother is still here and getting us treasures. I'm gonna take the Gilded Lily. If we find like a epic gold candy, could do something. Giving up on the pirate again. I'm gonna take this Oberon over the Sparkles. Katamari back there. Oh, we're not in top 4 yet. And this looks like it could easily be full heart damage here. Okay, the mousetrap at least did something. Yeah, wow. That was embarrassing. Like, if I'd kept the Cool Whip, we would have had a lot more sweetness. I don't know. We didn't really find any candy payoffs, so I don't know it would have mattered. But we got 4th, so we tied for 4th. Thank goodness. Okay, so we're still in it, despite that embarrassing game. So this is where our last run ended on needing top 3. Huh. Again, Leprechaun is just kind of a high roll. You either get something good on your first charm or you don't. All of these are kind of high rolly. Like Lightning Thief is high rolly to win. Lucky Leprechaun is like high rolly to do okay, and same with the Nathaniel Drake. I have more experience with Nathaniel Drake, and I think I have a better deck for him, so I'm probably going to take that. Like if we were playing for first, I'd take Lightning Thief, but I don't have confidence in my ability to play Lightning Thief in its fail cases to get 3rd. But I want to play something over the Smug here. That's the only thing I'm looking at here where it's like I'm not like too attached to. Everything else I like. Could just play a Hydra over the Smug. But the Smug with like if you get a Melody's loot off a quest can be fine, but yeah, we'll do this. Okay, Lance is what we want to be doing. Thorn, buff up the Silver Lance. So maybe there's an argument for the Gingerbread House, actually. That's probably better. I just snap pick Thorn because I almost never take Gingerbread House if I'm not playing Candy. Okay, that's a tie. I'd actually really like to knock this Midas down to 2 hearts to start, but... Okay, Stepmother for another quest going. This is too many quests. Take the Puss in Boots, start buffing up the slot, maybe you get Lance Little. There. Okay. Loss. Okay. Bigger Lance Little. Okay, we get our little Lance. No, don't take the gold. Don't take the gold. That's not a quest. That would give us a 1-1 Lance. So, gonna take the little red. Okay, definitely taking this latte and Miseria. So losing here would actually be pretty darn good. Like, because if we hunt with Puss and get the 4/4 treasure, and we move Lance here next turn, and we get the he's at exactly 10 attack. I don't know that, like, I can't really do anything to make us more likely to lose, but hopefully we just, like, lose a half heart here. There we go. Perfect. Got a 4/4 consolation prize. Oh, Puss didn't hunt, so we didn't quite get there. But we can take this puck and get it. And advance the Evil Stepmother quest. And we get a Navi. I want to put it on board. I want to keep this little red because I might still take a Chameleon or something. So it's either like I'm keeping the puck just this turn to get the Lance quest. Then so it's just slightly bigger than Puss. Yeah. So we get our Lance Little quest, 3/2 Lance. And Butcher is what we're taking. Oh, goodbye, Lance Little. Take Two-Headed Wizard over the Navi. So still, I would love to complete this Stepmother quest still. Oh, with the little Lance, I should have taken the Bin Willow, but potentially. Goodie Bag is a great rare. We'll take this to complete the quest and like reroll. Just hopefully still put a rare on board. Characters at 4/4 slot buffs, pretty good. We'll take this, and we might actually complete Butcher this turn, which would be True Love's Kiss on the Little Red. Yeah, definitely doing that. And we got a Rolo off of that. We are doing great. And I'm gonna take this Genie's Lamp, and here we go. Greenbeard's a little bit better now that he buffs himself, but the Achilles is just basically outclasses him. Don't need to worry about the Goodie Bag getting sniped before the Greenbeard, and we can buff the Rolo in the back. Yeah, take the Achilles here, get our Butcher's Cleaver, have our Rolo Butcher Goodie Bag. We should be a lock for top 3 at this point, hopefully. Okay, and we get a Jealous Stepsister, which is a Get a treasure for Rolo, and we'll get a quest treasure buffed by... I'm gonna take this Silver Wizard. The 2 Lost in the Woods here is really tempting. Yeah, I'm gonna take that actually. A silver goodie bag. Blackjack over the wizard, yeah. Another double Lost in the Woods. Silver the blackjack, or take the ship shape inspector. Get 2 rare treasures, 1 from Rolo, 1 from the quest. And do that. I take... So we got Santa's cookies, which kind of helps with the goodie bag. Position like this, make sure we get our treasure quest going. And then I think it's just Spellbook Punch card over Luckier Chest. Luckier Chest will like turn a rare treasure into a legendary, which I think is not quite as good as Spellbook Punch card. You get a legendary character here with off the Ship Shape Inspector. I think I'm going to do that so that we can maybe kiss it to a secret rare later. This Mordecon with the goodie bag is also, and the Rolo is also quite good, but I think I'm going to take the double kiss while I have it. And it gives us another shot for the punch card too. And we'll take this for the Rolo treasure. Energizer, awesome. And we turned into a Conan, so we can get a legendary quest treasure. Okay. And it's got to be Tiger's Paw. And we get a fox. Gonna take the fox over the stepsister. Silver Rolo. Reroll. Gold Rolo. It's a shame that this is our play for top 3. I feel like we could play for winning here. Timeline Duplicator is tempting a little bit with the Conan coming up, treasure coming up, but I think that Hunter's Horn for Fox is also very good. I'll take that. They don't have any treasures, so we don't. Oh, and we have the what's it called, Tiger Paw, like super buffed up. So that, yeah, that Hunter's Horn scales our fox real good. This lets us get legendary characters with Butcher. I'm gonna take that. I'm just going to double this front slot with the fox in it, I think. Keep that going. Could over the rainbow here, or just keep going. If we were going to get our Bakwadao shop next turn, I'd probably cast the over rainbow here, but I think I'm just going to take the Thorn and reroll again. Take 3 common treasures off of this. I suppose the over the rainbow also would have triggered our punch card actually, so that would have been even, wouldn't have actually gotten us on our shot next turn anyway. Got Fortification, Gold Ring, and Carving Fork, Twin Shot. The Carving Fork is just better. They don't have any treasures because they're Mira, of course. Should put the blackjack in the second slot. Huh. I think I've got time for this egg. But we just need top 3, and we're in top 4 right now. I don't want to drop those stats, I don't think, so I'm going to reroll. Take 2 uncommon treasures here. Pixie Dust, Pointy Hat. Once we're done with this fox, the goodie bag is going to go here with this really nice slot buff, so that's going to be nice. Ember, give everything 5/5, sure. Abracadabra, get our punch card. And we get another double on this slot. And gold goodie bag. And giant strength. Yeah. Okay, we're in top 3. We're advancing. Excellent. A few more common treasures here. And the other opponent was Mira, right? Which means Fox is done. Okay, we're in top 2 now. Okay, here's our shop of all legendary characters. It's a shame they all kind of suck. I guess Titania is probably just like an upgrade over Conan since it busts the goodie bag. Sure. Bust Blackjack up a bit. Mixo. See, it was a Mira, so they probably got something big. I have no idea where it would be, though. I think I'll Mixo the Blackjack rather than take the silver here. And I'll Mixo the Titania, I guess. This is the smallest thing. Okay. Blackjack. Got us bigger than Zeus. Okay, we're good. We got a first place. We only needed the 3rd, but we got our first. Hopefully that doesn't mean we don't get our first when we need it. And yeah, nice signed Mecha Man. A lot of my decks have been playing Mecha Man for the like questing with Mordecon and stuff. So I'm excited about that one. Sunflare Glider is another really cool card. Love to get that. So now we need top 2. So now we need to like basically be playing to win. And that means we take the Mira. I'm not certain on Mirror Mage in this deck. But sometimes when you don't, like, at the point where you're at where you're casting epics, you kind of want most of your spell buffs going already anyway. Weensea feels like it should be good, but it always feels like it's never actually been that good in Mira anyway. And Tinkerer, like, is another one who's like, you just don't get treasures with Mira. So it doesn't actually do anything, even though it's buffed really big. I could see playing, like, run like the Fairy Godfather. Should I be playing Pisces? It feels redundant. Just kind of want your early payoffs. I prefer the Miseria over something like the Shanty. Yeah, just to make sure we get past the early game more, like if we don't find spells, Miseria feels better than the Shanty there. Alright. Let's go with this. And if we don't flop, we should be pretty good to try and win. Or top two is what we need. Pix is a great first pick here. Thorn. So losing this first fight, but a decent start. Oh, do we not lose this? We do because the timing of the Pix health being lost. Oh well. Need some attack here, and Plunder Penny is exactly what we're looking for. Okay, not a targeted spell, so we'll just take the Ember here. And the Silvery Moon. I'm going to target the Plunder Penny. And we're off to the races. Okay, it's Peachy Queen probably. Although I don't hate the Silver Scrub Fowl versus the Presence of Gaia is also here. It's probably just Presence of Gaia, huh? Yeah. Take the spell while you have it. Can take... The gold effect is irrelevant when you're casting spells with Mira. I'm going to take the Miseria here just because like all our stats are in this penny right now. So there's a good chance of like if they have like two big things and this penny doesn't completely carry us, we lose. Or if they do something like ranged with Laser Shark. Tie. Okay, that's fine. This all for one, I think. Make sure we start knocking people down. No targeted spells here either, but Down Come the Rain is pretty good. I think I'm just casting Down Come the Rain again. Okay, Moppet should be in a position where it can survive. The Mystic Scrub Fowl is the smallest thing, yeah. Alright. Grotto on the Moppet. And I think I'm going to Blessing of Athena on the Moppet, because like, keeping the Moppet going is going to be super helpful. And then I'm going to take this Two-Headed Wizard over the Ember, because it should scale up pretty quickly. Okay. It didn't survive that much, but it survived, which is all we needed. Strength T as our double is really sad. Reroll. And I guess I might just touch for the Plunder Penny here. Cold effect's not bad. Take the spoon. Do I take the Spoon Willow over the like Pix? Pix is fine. 5/8. That'll be a 7/7, and we've got a buff here that we can move it to. Sure. Helps the Moppet out a little bit. Hunt the Fox. Okay. Oh, they have Sneak Astro? That's so rude. This is a tie. I'm gonna take the Scarecrow of the Missouri. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm gonna take the Mirror Mage over the Scarecrow, I think. Top 4. Net, where we're at now, I'm getting kind of worried. Yeah. Okay. Merlin over the Boon Willow. It's a gamble, but with the Mirror Mage, I think that's gotta be the right pick. Our Eureka is absolutely insane. Okay, we get 2 bonus shops here because all of our characters are mages. That was always going to hit a mage. I can through the Looking Glass. I don't want to cast it on the Mirror Mage because I don't want to hit the Merlin. I could hit this Wizard, but I don't. I want to find. It's just time to flip this Moppet up. Or do I reroll? I think I just reroll with the Boon Willow. Another Eureka. We are going. I take this Fairy Queen. It's not very big. We've done mage things more than fae things. I'd probably take it over the Moppet. I mean, we'd still get our treasure if we put it there. And it can keep scaling more with the buffs. Yeah, I think I'll take the Fairy Queen. Huh. No, I'm not taking the Kiss. So I like our units. I could kiss the Merlin, but that can't be right with the Mirror Mage, and I'm not kissing the Mirror Mage. Because then, like, if we lose the Mirror Mage and the Merlin, yeah, I'm just gonna put this in the bank. A Mixo on the Mirror Mage, though, I will do. Slot doesn't matter. So it hit the Merlin, cool. That was our smallest thing. So I'll put this there. Pandora's box, I guess. The other ones do anything. They had their Astro in slot 3, so I'm gonna put the Merlin here. They moved it. That sucks. Still won the fight though, so good there. Excalibur, we don't have any. Merlin's a hero. And I guess Hand of Midas gives us an option if we don't have a spell in our first shop that we want to cast, like just through the Looking Glass. I like Gloves of Thieving. These suck. Recruit to 10 million Fireflies for just a buff to the Fairy Queen, or we cast 3 bags full for Merlin. I think I'm just cast 3 bags full. Doesn't matter, but we'll take the relic. Okay. We're definitely knocking this person out, which means we got our top 2. Excellent. Oh, and the Luna Girl died in the background. So there we go. Top 2. Just need to get another win like that to move on to day 2. And that's really cool. I like the Cyan Sunflare. All right, last round. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh no. I don't like this at all. I played one game with Jason since the patch yesterday that buffed him so he's every 3 turns. I don't know if I learned anything from it because I got Gloria Lightning Thief with him. So, like, obviously that's going to be good. I have a scam deck for him just like to cover his fail state where his captains don't do anything. It's kind of the idea. I don't think I have Butcher yet. I've got the Rolo, but not the Butcher. Um, and then Lamppost is like high roll and early worm scale, get a Pisces, you can win. But again, I I do have Butcher for that, but like you're very rarely completing the Butcher before you recruit your legendary, and you have to get rid of your legendary if you go for it. But maybe it's still worth playing it anyway, because like sometimes you can just win Butcher with Butcher on its own, like, and that can be your didn't find a good legendary with Lamppost, and then if you do find a good legendary with Lamppost and get to do something with it, you just ignore the Butcher. I think I feel more comfortable playing Lamppost with Butcher than my little than Jason, where you have no idea what's going to happen. So I take out for the probably the Ace of Hearts. Yeah. And have Toady so that your legendary on turn 7 is at least stats. Okay. I am feeling extremely nervous about this one. Hopefully we can just get there. Hephaestus or Flopsy on turn 7. I feel more comfortable. Like, so the Hephaestus is big and it might be golden. We might get a legendary treasure. I think that's what we play for. Like, Flopsy can be crazy, but if it's... None of these are incredible. I don't play much Lamppost at all. I don't know what to do here. I think the 40-40 on turn 7 is just like, if we weren't playing for first, I think that would definitely be correct. But we have to play for first, so it's either the Hephaestus or the Flopsy. Either way, we kind of want to go greed for early treasures, so that we can either get the gold Hephaestus on turn 7, or just like a treasure hoarded Flopsy. So we're definitely playing for early treasures if we don't, unless we pivot to like Butcher. And if we want to look for like a Chameleon or a turn 1 egg to potentially get Butcher on turn 6, and then we would get the Flopsy / Hephaestus with the Butcher's Cleaver, is another thing we can play for. And like, obviously this is a lot of speculation, but I'm just trying to think of like what can we do that would turn this into a win. I'm gonna go with the Hephaestus. and try to get a legendary treasure on turn 7. Okay, Peachy Queen. Okay, turn 1 egg is our way of getting the extra rare to potentially get our butcher. Like, definitely playing a way here where we might just like crash out and die super early. But I think that's what we need to do in order to try to win. Just high roll. And Thorn off the Peachy Queen is the way we're doing that. And Puck to get our egg some stats. Okay. We're doing something. Not against this extremely lucky Merrily, though. Fortunately, we were already on a half heart, so we didn't lose a whole heart there, but... Okay, I'm going to take this little red for the treasure. Our uncommon treasure. Silver egg. And Toady. Over the Thorn. Okay, tie. What does our egg turn into? Fill? That's not terrible. It should prevent us from losing full hearts. None of these treasures are great. Printing press, like, is awkward with the butcher plan, but none of the rest of these do anything, so I'm going to take it. Katamari or Ember? I think I want the Ember. And then flop Foul Lich over the Little Red with the fill. Can get some, like, should be bigger. Okay. Hopefully this mirror dies. No rares here, so I'm going to take the reroll. Take the Shoemaker Elves or the Fairy Dragon. We didn't find a common treasure, which is important for our Hephaestus. Coming up. Think it's the Shoemaker Elves over the Puck or the Ember or the Fairy Dragon. Fairy Dragon is a 2/2 buff. Take that over the Ember here. And Greenbeards are only rare, so I guess we're taking it, but I'm not happy about it. Over the Puck, yeah. Okay, this person's real small. Looks like they're going for... It's a Maximus, okay. Okay. Place the Toady now. Butcher. That's not a Butcher. Am I taking this Dreamer over the Foul Lich? Feels like probably am. Maybe over the Fairy Dragon. Fairy Dragon's not doing anything, and we've got a few animals with a fill for the Foul Lich. Got it down to half art. Okay, so now I get our Hephaestus here, which is just big stats, which is what we need, to be honest, so... Place the Foul Lich. Man, none of these are good. Look for the name. Look to advance toward gold nameless one. Hephaestus up here. Ironcast Dragon just to have a way to get our common treasures for we find the gold Festus next time it shows up. Feels bad, but next time move the Dreamer up here. Phil back here. Oh, goodie bag. We're not winning this one. Not like there's no way. Mousetrap. Okay, Drew Love's Kiss on Hephaestus. Nanny McFay is not is stats. It still feels terrible. At least this person is small. We just need to like buff up. I feel like I just need to buff up the Phil and Mousetrap at this point to do really anything and just kind of scam our way there. Scam in quotes because this is not scam. Guess Eureka on the Ironcast Dragon. Rolo. I mean, I'm not attached to this Ironcast Dragon, and Rolo can high roll us into something, maybe. So, it might just kill us, but... I feel like I need to keep the Rolo more than the... Like, Mousetrap's stats don't matter unless it's surviving 2 attacks, so... And at 80, I don't know that it's likely to do that. And the Phil, I don't know. Co-captain, maybe. You're kidding, right? I mean, we're not candy stuff, so I guess. There's no way that Jason gets anybody, so I guess it's Prodigy. Okay, half heart. This is nothing. Stinky Mousetrap Phil has gotta be way too much, but I don't know what else I'm doing. Like, it just can't be correct in any way. Like, it would be Stinky over... I'm wishing I hadn't buffed the Phil, because I'd replace the Phil, keep the Mousetrap. So just... This feels ridiculous. But we found the other person that's struggling. Still a loss. Yeah, 4th. Yeah. We just found nothing that game. So, still 2 more attempts to get that first place. Got first on both our 3rd place and 2nd place games, but anyway, gonna end this recording and do another run later. Thanks for watching.